My relationship golden rule is designed to prevent so much resentment and anger and frustration in relationships, and it goes like this. Say what you mean and trust your partner to do the same. So it sounds simple, but we're not doing it, and it creates a lot of conflict in relationships.
It sounds so easy, but a lot of people make mistakes. So let's talk about some of the common mistakes here. Using unclear language. I'm going to act like I know nothing about it.
Yes. So it's like this. So your spouse says, hey, can I go out for drinks tonight? And you're thinking in your head, are you kidding me? I've got kids and housework, and your parents are coming for lunch tomorrow, and there's so much to do, and you going out. But you say, sure. And your spouse says, okay, and runs out the door, and then comes back 3 hours later to an ambush because you're mad and frustrated, and why didn't they see that there was so much to do? But that's not clear communication. Instead, check in with yourself and say, oh, you know, the idea of you going out makes me really stressed. We have a lot to do tonight before your parents come over. What do you think about it? And now you have a conversation that allows you to reach a compromise that works for both of you.
I don't know why I can hear Rhiannon saying, you know, I have kids and you want to go out?
Listen, we try to make time for date nights and things like that, but it can be really hard. Yes. And another mistake you say is you don't trust your conversation partner. What do you mean by that?
Yes, in order for this to work, you both have to trust that your partner is going to say what they mean to and take responsibility for their own feelings and needs. So if I say to you, hey, are you mad at me? And you say, no, I have to trust that you mean that. And I'm not going to follow you around the house saying, are you sure? You seem upset. You seem angry. You need to take responsibility for your own feelings. And until you tell me there's a problem, I don't know that there's a problem. I'm not a mind reader, and we shouldn't expect our partners to be either.
You know, when I look back, I think one of the biggest mistakes for me is being nice over being truthful, being too nice and not telling the truth.
Not wanting to hurt their feelings.
Yeah, I don't want you to say things just to be nice and then show up resentfully, begrudgingly, with frustration or anger. I want you to be kind. I want you to check in with yourself and say, I'm going to check in with my own feelings and needs, and I'm going to share those with you clearly and kindly. And I'm going to ask you to do the same so that we can actually have a productive conversation. That is actually the kindest thing that you can do in a relationship.
But what happens when you feel like you're doing all the work and your partner isn't doing anything and showing up at the table?
Then that's a different conversation. Then that is the way that we're communicating isn't working for me. I can't, you know, I don't know how to respond to passive-aggressive communication. If you don't tell me what you need, I'm not going to be able to give it to you. And that might require going to therapy or talking to a couples counselor, but at least you're having the conversation at that point and not just talking around it.
What is your favorite tip in the book? I know. What is your favorite tip for setting boundaries with your loved one in the book? What's your favorite?
I mean, the clear, kind communication is obviously it, but I think you have to create moments of pause in your day to check in with yourself and say, what do I feel? What do I need? Rather than just looking to your partner to tell you how to show up, where to show up, or when to show up. Building in those moments of check-in can really help you come forward with that clear, kind communication and expressing your own needs.